Battlefield Play for Free is basically the shell, the mere essence of Battlefield 2. It's been out for a while now and it's a decent game with a variety of vehicles, weapons and training specs all alongside good graphics, but it's a bit of an afterthought to the characteristics of the paid-for Battlefield series. But it's free, so you've got that going for you, which is nice. From the co-creator of Counter-Strike, this multiplayer FPS tactical intervention takes the CS concept of battling terrorists against counter-terrorists in a series of real-world locations. It's a fun game, but its Achilles heel is a lack of polish that makes this more realistically a second cousin twice removed from CS rather than a little sibling. Parts of this game have it spot on with game modes and maps which can bring a lot of laughter and enjoyment, so it's definitely worth a go. This wacky, mental, crazy game has customization like no other and it's all based around Gotham City, so that's pretty cool too. You can dress yourself up as Team Batman or Joker, so vigilante or villain. There's no single player campaign in this one, but there's some multiplayer game modes different to the kind of stuff you'd usually find in Halo 3 and Call of Duty. These include fumigation using bat gas and laughing gas, psych warfare and bounty hunter. You kill someone and you pick up the bounty on them. Quake took the leap from browser to standalone late last year, and unfortunately for those Mac and Linux users, this one's only available on Windows. There's a whole bunch of game modes in Quake, but you do have to pay for access to some of these, and if you're after additional maps too, you're going to have to hand over the dollar. There's a high skill ceiling which can be very rewarding, and 2 engine updates have come out in 2014 already, so who knows what the future for ID Software's Quake could be. Although Hawking came in strong to begin with, in recent months it suffered from moving away from its original appeal, losing face with its alpha adopters, which is why it sits here in the top 10. But it's still a great game, offering mech combat, slick UI and intense mapping. This game could definitely benefit from a Steam release and some new mechs, but according to a Reddit post from the community manager of Adhesive Games, there are some pretty major changes coming, including an adjustment on the progression system, giving a more balanced experience. Not the most original military shooter, but for the price or lack of, Warface offers great graphics and gameplay. Crytek, the force behind the Crysis games, bringing a triple Cry bill with the use of the Cry engine in this FPS. It's set in the future, so mechs are invited. There's a cool sliding move that will have you ducking out and popping up right in front of someone's face, and it's browser-based, so that's handy. Tribes Ascend offers a lot, so you'll have to be ready to take a steep learning curve, but the outcome is an excellent and very addictive game. Your tactical opportunities are expanded by having a jetpack slammed on your back, and the use of lasers and rocket skates with dodging, boosting movements are something else. It's a fast-paced, intense 3D zone that requires some great strategic planning. Following Zombie Studios' predecessor Tango Down, Retribution comes with a futuristic setting injected with an overwhelming amount of weapon customization, solid controls, and an exciting, fast-paced experience. This game is free to play on both PC and PS4, but enters an industry dominated by our top 2 in the countdown, which brings us to Team Fortress 2. It's hard to believe that such a game is free with over 50 official maps, 9 classes including Soldier, Heavy, Sniper and Spy, plus there's this big thing about hats, but that's something you'll have to find out about all on your own, or when you get yourself involved in the massive community backing this awesome game. For a free-to-play FPS, PlanetSide 2 is a pretty incredible experience, plus a recent new patch has apparently seen around 30% improvements on frame rate in 100-person battles. This game's good for the shooters of the gaming world, the strategists, the drivers, and it's very socially active, which makes it all the more fun. It reaches epic levels with the sheer scale of the battles, and the graphics will have you immersed in gameplay. Plus, for 2014, this What's Next trailer shows just some of what you can expect from this brilliant FTP game.